What's up everybody and welcome back to another crafted transmog video. Today we're actually back in Shadow Moon. We made a Raid Shield breastplate video in here and I said that someday we would go back over all of the other recipes that drop here for blacksmithing. So today we are actually focusing on one mob in particular. It is the Deathforge Guardian. So the Deathforge Guardian has a chance, if you have blacksmithing, to drop the Khorium pants recipe. So first, before we delve into why the Khorium pants, let's kind of go over my route that I did. Goodness gracious. I'm having flashbacks from when I did this. I want you to know this is one of those recipes where you need to put on a TV show or a movie or something and just grind it out, because once you have that recipe is forever. Just keep that in mind. So I always started right here. There is always going to be one guardian here, and they don't respawn instantly. They're definitely kind of slow to respawn. So what I would do is I would start and finish my lap right here. And then as soon as this guardian respawned, basically all of the others respawned as well. So I would just park myself honestly right here and just watch for this respawn. So this is our start here. We are located in the Death Forge. So we are kind of smack dab in the middle almost of Shadow Moon Valley. So pretty easy to get here. Just obviously fly southeast from Shattrath there. Not bad. So we're actually, part of this we're flying and part of this we are actually in the caves down below. So like I said, we start here with this guy. Actually, I'm gonna mark him. Maybe we'll see him still up when we get back. Actually, so when I was farming this, I did see other people out here. But because everybody is in Shadowlands at the moment, it's really good because you are the only one. Nobody else is fighting your spawns for you, because this used to be a pretty popular questing area and not so much anymore. Anyway, so we start there. There is another guardian right here, and then we head down here where there's just the warlock, but there's a guardian over here. So all of the guardians kind of, obviously they are guardians, so they guard. So you're going to see a couple right here. Now they only go this far. There aren't any on this little path right here. So what I did instead is they actually are kind of patrolling this area here. So what I would do is I would fly, you see there are some here. And then I believe, yep, there's one here and one final one over here. So this is our alliance area. So don't have to go attack them. And then what I do is this is actually elevated above that other one. So I fly here. I kill these here, and on the way out I actually will kill that guardian over there. So in the meantime though, come in here, kill these guys, and unfortunately I am a pally, so I'm not the fastest class ever. So I actually would choose to run one side and then the other. So if you look down below, that's actually where the other cave is at. So what I like to do is, like I said, I run one side and then the other. So there's two guards here. So, or sorry, not a guard. So this is a guardian right here. So guardian here, not worth it to go into that area over there. We're just gonna loot him. We're gonna kill this guardian here, and then we're gonna do a little circle back this way with this imp following us, I guess. We'll head down this way. You know, we'll go a tiny bit faster for you guys. Then I jump down here. Normally, I'm a little bit more in practice and I will actually land on top of that guardian right there, because there's a little ramp right there we can run down. So run down this way, head over this way, and then there's one guard over in this corner here. Or sorry, there's two guards, but the one corner right here in particular is what I was referring to. So that guard there, and then actually you head out to the other cave. So I will show you, let me just, well, I don't need to loot him. I have this pattern already. So one guardian here, and then run out, and you're actually at the base of the cave here. So what I should have done instead of marking that guard is we should have just flown up. So on the way in, you can kill this guy, or you can kill him right now, like I just did. And now, oh goodness, these nymphs though. Okay, and now we head back up this way. And theoretically, you would just wait it out until this guy respawns. So there are quite a few of them. However, the drop rate for me, I found, was not good. I like to kind of just write down the amount of time or how many kills it took me, depending on whether or not it's a dungeon or mobs or what have you. However, this one, my little ominous note to myself was 20 plus laps. which means I was counting all the way up until 20, and that at 20 I couldn't handle it anymore, which again was why I said this is one of the ones where you need to put on a movie. In fact, I can remember vividly which movie I was watching, and unfortunately it was not a good movie, so don't recommend it. Anyway, why do we care about this? So the Khorium pants, it does have a little bit of a low sell rate. However, it is really, really inexpensive to make, and you can actually profit a lot off of it. If you're going off of the region market value, then I could make about 39K, assuming my math, yeah, English major math, but 39K profit. However, because I'm playing on a high pop and not a full pop, and my server is really good for transmog at the moment anyway, I actually can make a huge amount of profit here, 58K. Now that does it is a little bit of a slow seller. However, once you have this up on the auction house, it will sell eventually. That's the one thing. I mean, it's not a huge investment up front, 9K for crafting cost. I think the most expensive thing is obviously the Khorium bar. You can make this a little bit cheaper if you check to see what the price of Khorium ore is on your server, and maybe you can see like whether or not it's easier to buy the Khorium bar outright or to buy the ore and then smelt it yourself. Sometimes you can actually save a little bit of gold that way. However, like I said, 9K really isn't a huge deal for me. I probably would buy most of this stuff from the auction house as is. Khorium, I really, unless you're doing a Khorium raid out in Nagrand, I wouldn't suggest going out and farming it yourself. I think you're going to waste time more so than save yourself the cost of the mats. Primal water and primal mana, pretty easy to get. I would say you can farm it yourself. If you want to farm primal water solo, you could easily go into Black Temple. And primal mana, I mean, it's really not that expensive, but you could go farm it in Kara, I guess. I mean, there are definitely a lot of group farms out there. I'm not sure where you'd primal farm or solo farm primal mana outside of, I guess the group farm would still be a good place. And if that's the case, then the good farm for that would be right over here, if you go to this village here. That being said, let's go back over here to our Khorium pants. Really, really good. I would say for me, it's definitely worth it. They're really cool looking too. I'd say now more than ever is a good time to do this because as I showed you there, I didn't have to compete at all for these Deathforge Guardians. Whereas when I was farming this myself, I really wish that I had done it at a different time because half of the Guardians people were killing for a quest, I would imagine, because they were really targeting the Guardians. So it made it really difficult for me. So I probably would have been able to reduce it to 10 to 15 laps had I actually had all of the mobs available to me. Like I said before, they do kind of have a slow spawn rate, so you'll just have to test out how quickly you travel, especially in the cave. I feel like if you travel quickly in the cave or if you're efficient, you definitely are having to wait on respawns. But like I said, it definitely is worth it. And best of luck, everyone. Hopefully you have much, much better luck than I did here because I thought I was going to lose my mind. I had to take a lot of breaks. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.